What's up, baby dolls? Bitcoin has hit $69,500. This is the 15-minute chart. We're going to be giving you a nice special update as to what's happening right now. Remember, we are coming off the back of the epic, world-shattering Donald Trump news. He literally gave everybody their wettest of wet dreams in words and promises. Might be empty. He told everybody the Bitcoin strategic reserve. He used the terms. And it was interesting. I saw a comment from Erica Wall. Erica said, the 200,000 Bitcoin that Donald Trump said the government will keep is actually his Bitcoin because it's from the Bitfinex hack or something. And he said, why is everybody celebrating? And then I replied, probably just ignored by him, okay, as he does. But I said, you're not getting it, man. You're not getting it. And for that, I'm going to play some nice pump music just to remind you how much you're not getting it. The Bitcoin Strategic Reserve is not for you, and it's not for me, and it's not for these little Bitcoin type of like recipients and stuff. No. Bitcoin Strategic Reserve is for Bitcoin community, all of crypto community, to then market to TradFi and the rest of the world and other world governments and tell them that the US government thinks this thing is so valuable, it's holding it on its balance sheet. Even the US government on this is bullish. What do they know that you don't? They can see it and you can't. It is a good marketing strategy to onboard people, to bring FOMO. For other countries, you might say, well, if Bitcoin is stored on the US balance sheet, they have 1% of the supply. You are like 1/10 of the US economy. You should have 0.1% of the supply yourself. Hedge yourself. What if the number keeps going up? What if it does continue to take on digital cyberspace? That's the whole point of this. You don't actually need them to do anything. They're not going to buy it. They're just going to keep holding it. Shout out to Mr. T-Bird right here, commenting on some recent price action. If it gets rejected at $71,000 again or worse, without even hitting the local top, August and September are probably going to be in the poop house. Now, we're going to speak more about that right now. Because, friends, we are still following that 4-year magical fractal. You know, we are still witnessing the Russell 2000, right, friends? We just need it to come and just play around. We need to keep finishing the weekly greens. More weekly greens, please, friends. That's exactly what we're waiting for. But if you look at the fractal, I mean, it's just magic, man. I made so many posts on this, friends. Just check it out. The 4-year cycle, it's not meant to be happening. This is not meant to be happening, friends. It's not meant to be happening. It'd be funny, man, if this happens. Like, we go up and then we come back September and then, like, just imagine it's kind of in sync with this. This is the 4-year Mt. Gox Ponzi fractal. It's wild. I'm telling you, no one gets it. Man, if you use logic and rational thought and complete sentences, of course you're not going to get it. But don't forget what you're here for, all right? Firstly, check this out. Look at this picture. Enjoy. Now, I want you to remember not to let yourself get worked up about crypto communities. Bitcoin, Ethereum, everybody's getting worked up, friends. Everyone. PulseChain, Tangang's got the recent FUD. Remember, you saw Gophers before. Before that, you saw Hexy Bastard. Before that, you saw Atropa ecosystem. Everything has their own rounds of FUD, and we know that we have this like first-hand edge in the ecosystem. Ethereum Max is really copying it from PulseChain, from Bitcoin Maxes. Oh, so hard because of the ETH BTC chart, friends. You got to remember how devastating it is to have a genius like Vitalik, where the ETH BTC chart still goes down here. Now, you know what's interesting? The fact that Vitalik, I am like labeling him as the sole reason. You know that's how everybody else labels these, right? Yeah, theoretically, it's got nothing to do with Vitalik. Yeah, we don't believe that. We don't believe that. It's their spirit, friends. It's their spirit. We know that. There's always a founder. There's always a leader. There's always somebody in control. It always comes out. Yeah, things get a bit more complicated than that, but we're still waiting for that next phase to finally break the shackles. And when the shackles get broken, you will be reminded, right? There is no right or wrong in crypto, friends. There's no right, there's no wrong. There is only loud and quiet. That's it. Loud, quiet. You get it? These are network effects. You got to think, who is loudly promoting bags? What do I notice? What do you see? And if they're quiet right now because the prices are down, can they be loud in the future? Maybe 170 content creators will help that cause, right? In Tangang, for example, and PulseChain and everything else there. Doesn't matter, man. It's a whole ecosystem. Everything gets boosted. The best part about PulseChain, fans, it doesn't matter who's in the spotlight for the FUD. You don't have that many cities to choose from. Well, lucky. You need Ethereum? Good luck. There's too many. Different DeFi camps, different ideas, all the layer 2 chains. Oh, it's really hard. What about even in Solana land? Forget it. 1,800 celebrity coins, 100,000 pump fund coins are changing their emotions every 5 seconds. It's literally impossible to get a grip on it. Shout out to my friend Coconut Kai. So much hate towards the Tangang right now. You'd think the people that hate so much would eventually come to the conclusion they are adding more and more gunpowder to the barrel. Yes, so what's actually been happening is you're witnessing people. It is like a release of energy. It's just like being bottled up. They're like, I've got to let go of the energy. But they don't know is, man, you are sending energy of life into the thing you hate. You're giving it more life. You literally are. I'm just trying to help everyone. But not everyone can be helped, friends. Look, please. This story is going to hurt, all right? An unfortunate user has lost $230,000 while on vacation due to a hacker draining money from his wallet. He mentions he was using a hot wallet and on Solana. Once again, please, you got to be careful. Use a hardware wallet. This person, unfortunately, shout out to Mr. Bart Simpson here, Soul Checkmate. Worst day of my crypto life, man. So, yeah, man, while he was on vacation, oh, man, I can't believe that, man. I want to cry for him. Like, while he's on vacation, he's watching his phone, his money's getting drained out. They obviously, he doesn't know where he got it. They have his 12 words of seed phrase now. That's why, friends, if you use a ledger, your key is on the ledger. You never have to enter it anyway. It's there. It's not 100% perfectly safe. There are always ways. You can't just go do anything. But please don't click around links, friends. Please use separate wallets to play around. And trust me, man, there is no free money lurking on these edges. There isn't. It's only if there's free money anywhere, it's doing research and then basically buying low on public markets. That's it. So you can only lose your money, but you don't compromise everything, man. That's where the money is. The money is buying low and selling high. So please be careful. I also showed there was another guy I lost probably millions. He clicked on a phishing link in his email. So he panicked one day. They sent him an email saying, "Oh, somebody's trying to compromise your account. They're trying to delete it within 14 days. Was this you or not? Contact us and reset your password." And he clicked on the email link to one of his other, I think, Indeed account. I don't know what Indeed is, but it must be popular. And then it gave unfortunately, it gave him a Google sign-in, and he clicked on the Google sign-in and he entered his 2FA. He had two-factor authentication on it, and oh man, it's just telling you, friends, there's scammers everywhere, and they're going to keep rising in the industry as crypto keeps moving up. I also want to throw this out. You want to talk about scammers of the industry? Check out this. So this is from the soy service. The soy service, so that's Kim Cheatle. Look how dodgy this is, by the way, friends. Kim Cheatle. Okay. So the secret soy service director, Kim Cheatle, she helped Dick Cheney evacuate the 9/11 Jenga towers. You know, when the two Jenga towers fell in 2001? She helped him evacuate somewhere. Okay, so friends, that's been 24 years. So talk about deep state. Politicians, they come in, the presidents, they come in, they're temporary termers. They don't even they don't give them all the information, right? And then you're also wondering, right? I'm wondering, hey, how come you never investigated all those guys who put on leverage short positions right before the Jenga towers fell? They put them on the airlines. Why they never investigate that? Well, I made posts on this, friends. It turns out one of the firms that made a lot of money, the founder is an ex-Coconut Intelligence Agency director. Golly gee. And you want to know how dodgy it is? They went and they interviewed everybody about the information they knew, and then they put a deposition on them. And I looked up what deposition is. It means if you tell anybody in real life about anything that you've told the fancy bananas intelligence agency collectors, if you tell anybody, they'll put you in jail. How dodgy is that? That's like, hey, how did you commit this crime? And they go, oh, because you told me to. You go, okay, I'm going to now put a law. If you tell anybody what you just said in this convo, you're going to jail. It's literally exactly what happened, man. How dodgy is that, man? Just so dodgy. Planned assassination, friends. It's so obvious. So obvious. look at that. They call it the continuity of government. I'm telling you, it's a big fat scam. Continuity of government. They can only stay in there because of the money printer, man. That's why the money printer is going to keep pumping. That's why we're long crypto. I want to throw this at your way, friends. Look at this amazing picture, by the way, of Donald Trump out here. Man, this is historic. We're going to remember this for the rest of our lives. Like the day that photo was done, man. I'm waking up checking that. Like, no, is it a meme? What's happening? So every day you're going to wake up, friends. You will take your own bullets to the face. Might not be gun bullets. The bullets you and I take, they are pellet-sized monkey poop bullets. Slinging at us across the zoo. Okay, monkeys just literally slinging poop at us. They're demanding their bananas, throwing all that slinging, that pooping around. They're just monkeys being monkeys. You got to wipe that poopy off your face. Just casually remind yourself that, hey, crypto's 2.4 trillion. They're going to go much higher. It has to go to 10 trillion one way or another. They're going to keep printing the money. The industry's going to keep growing, and you are just here for the ride. But let's actually crank it. Let's crank it, friends. So being part of the ride, it's one thing. And then falling victim to scams is another thing, friends. All right. Shout out to Handsome Finance. All right. Handsome Antoine. So Antoine said, friends, there's a thing that called Bubble Map. And Bubble Map, great tool. It basically, you put a contract address and it shows you where all the coins have gone to. And it shows you clusters of like when insider snipers have taken everything. But unfortunately, he's found the way to trick it. So he goes, Bubble Map will not save you. I created an innovative way to let you spread the token to the other wallets without triggering it. It works like a charm. Now, he does not have, it's just like blurred out. So I don't know it. I'm just letting you know these things can be fooled. All right. A lot of people are going to keep chasing these types of sneaky, scamming type of ways. Oh, this alleyway, or an airdrop here. No. Giving you the key competitive edges. 1, go on chain. Okay, sweet. That's it. Go on chain. Number 2, you have an active community. You got to find that active community, right? If they're active, you'll find them. Telegram, Twitter. Look on Twitter, right? You also have key information asymmetry. That's where information is critical, right? Do you have information asymmetry? Like, are people going to keep shilling this? Is there a fluffy microphone guy around? These types of things, right? You know, what's your information asymmetry on PulseChain? There's 170,000 Ethereum. You know how thin the asks are. He can always whack it up later on. This is Gerhard, of course. And so your information asymmetry, you know, okay, there's 170 content creators, 70 streamers, and there's all these altcoin communities on there. There's only like 6, 7, or 8 to choose from. Not too many. There's enough. There's great, but not like where everybody's spread out thin. There's enough victory potential for you. So that's how everything starts stacking. But going out chasing all these brand new coins and all these other promises, you got to be careful, man. 90% call, 10% lottery. Now, baby dolls, I am now going to show you, and actually, we're going to like this. It's a journey, friends. It's a journey. Okay, now I want you to think of this tune. Check out my friend Gerhard. My friend Gerhard made a video that I watched a few hours ago. Why altcoins are effed and why that's good. And he actually has the hazard emoji. Wow, Gerhard, bro. Gerhard brought out the hazard emoji. What that means, radioactive nuclear waste. That's literally, you touch this, you're dying. And everything around you is contaminated and dying. Now, let's go back to this picture. You're like, wait a minute. This is exactly at the bottom of this others BTC ratio. Yes, that's the magic of it. So I watched this video. Yeah, Gerhard, if you're watching, yeah, maybe you should be watching my channel. You probably don't. That's why you made that video. This is the others BTC ratio, right? Altcoins outside top 10 versus BTC. This was the first time it did such a move, friends. This is the first time here. So this was the year around Bitcoin halvening, right? It makes a big double bottom and then snaps up, all right? Then we have it in 2020, a big double bottom, snap up. And now we have the exact time to, here we go, big double bottom, waiting, friends, for the eventual snap up. I hope it happens. Yeah, hope it happens. Do you want to know how much money you made back then being an altcoins, friends? I'm going to show you this, right? Now, remember, on that chart, if the chart goes up, you have made a return on Bitcoin, which means think about always putting in one Bitcoin. How much would you end up with? That's what I'm going to show you. So look at this. We're about to enter, friends, from here. So you can't, okay, look, you can't invest in the others index. There is no index for you to buy. That's all coins outside of the top 10. But if you could buy one of every single coin, market cap weight them, this is theoretically what would happen, all right? Now, obviously, you're trying to beat the index with me, okay? But if you go back 8 years ago, it has 2 cycles ago, if you were able to buy the others index where we are today, right? Where we are today, and then you held it to the top, at the very, very top, you would have, that is a 16x. So 1 Bitcoin would turn into 16 Bitcoin. You might think, whoa, that's a lot. No, that's actually not a lot. You know what? I don't know why. Brian Beamish, Da Vinci's friend, he put 1 BTC, turned it into 50. He bought every coin in the top 100. Okay, he put 0.01 BTC each. Okay, because they went far and far and far a lot. Now, why is this 16x? It's because you had a lot of the scams that just never ended up moving. That's part of the index as well. But look at that number, friends. Remember, compare this. This was 16x. What happened in the previous cycle, 2020? Well, look, from where we are to the very, very, very top, it did a 5.5x. So it divided by 3. So you had 16x. Now, 5.5x means you put 1 Bitcoin and you hold it to the top. You now have 5.5 Bitcoin if you were to rotate it out. Okay. Notice how, friends, they're making a higher floor over time. So the thing is actually, it's going up over time. See, higher, low, higher, low, higher, low. That means others are gaining on Bitcoin, right? Now, if we were to just do, let's say it divides by 3 again, friends, and we do 150%, it would actually be garbage because you wouldn't even break this high. But I'm hoping we go up here and we do something like that. That'd be great. This means the average altcoin from here would give you like, I'm just guessing, right? The average altcoin outside of the top 10 hopefully gives you like a 3x, okay? But hold it. That is including your Litecoin, including your EOS, including the garbage, including everything, including XRP, including all that stuff. So you're trying to beat that by a lot. You're trying to beat that by a lot. You're trying to get like a 10x on your Bitcoin, a 15x. On your whole portfolio, it's another story, right? Remember, this is a whole index. But we're going the right way so far. We just need this to reverse. And if it does reverse, we're going to see kindness and friendship. And then hopefully this flips green on the weekly super trend. And then Bob's your uncle. And also, don't forget, exactly 4 years ago, right? Crypto Banter ran. Shout out to Crypto Banter and the Ran Crypto Banter channel. They said, what if there's never an alt season? Right? That was at end of December 2020. So now you have, have Gerhard here going, no, altcoins are nuked. I love it. I literally love it. I love nothing more than me going, oh, wow, we're going to go down and then go up. And then we go down. Someone's like, it's the end of the world. I go, okay, maybe the Fractal works again. We'll see. Wanted to give you a quick update as well on a potential PulseChain community member. So this is Aleksandra Hellis. So there's a Twitter user, Aleksandra. We thought it was a real chick. Apparently it could be just paid. My post is an update, friends, to tell you that it's been 2 days, 48 hours, no reply. I've sent a message to the official email. I'm like, hey, man, if it really is you, you're typing on Twitter right now, go to your Instagram, go to your Twitter, go to your email and reply to me from the official account. No reply. And they said, oh, video coming soon. So just be careful, friends, because I'm trying to preemptively help everybody because Pulse Latina came in, that evil hoe, and scammed everybody with $1 million. And they played the long con. They pretended, so I got to let everyone know, they pretended to be a Richard Hart Maxi at the start. They pretended. They started as a Richard Hart Maxi. They go, I love PulseChain, I love it. And she went around posting logos and prints all over her town in Brazil. All right, shout out to everybody in Virginia, Brazil, with the whole UFO story. Watch the documentaries on that by Jane Fox. That was sick. Okay. Now, for everyone else out there, yes, that's what happened. There was a long con, pretending to code all these videos. And then one day, makes a coin and a DeFi website. Oh, man, I can't believe it. It was like in 2 hours as well, man. It was like in 2 hours, middle of US time. Website out and coin. Everyone jumped in, man. Everyone jumped in within those first 2 hours. $1 million gone. $1 million gone. And it's not just the coin. They connected to the website and they gave the website unlimited access to their PulseX and Pulse and Hex and stuff. And unfortunately, they were able to spend the coins out. I hope they find the culprits with this. So that's why I'm taking preemptive caution on this, friend. So just be careful, man. Like I said, there are no girls on the internet, okay? The closest thing you're going to get is literally your friend saw me in a wig and some blush. And don't forget what we're here for, friends. You're here for number go up. Do you want to see what is happening in real DeFi land? Okay, an Evil Scum has stolen $25 million from the Compound treasury. Compound was one of the first original DeFi tokens. Piece of trash coin. I used to have it. It was just disgusting. I don't even talk about that piece of garbage. Now, this scum, evil person, they accumulated 682,000 comp. So they bought a lot of comp on themselves, and they did a governance voting attack. So they made a vote on the forum, and then they used all their tokens to vote for this thing. And I actually have their username here. It's this scum. Hopefully you deleted your account by now. No, maybe still there. Very, very sad, friends. So here's all the evidence and stuff. Compound Finance has been successfully hit with a 25 million governance attack. More info here, gone unnoticed wild. So they basically, they said, hey, let's allocate $25 million to this thing for marketing. And then it's just the guy's wallet. And then he votes on his own thing and he passes the vote. And it was like gone when nobody noticed it and they were able to just draw the money out. Ah, man, that's disgusting. Let me know what you think about this, friends, because I know where I stand. I think if you do this, you're scum and you're evil. I think you're going to rot in hell and I think you're going to get bad karma. That's what I think. But you have other people think otherwise. So shout out to Mr. Crypto Meme Coins. Good. He deserves the 25 million. Hey, bro, if you left the door open to your home and your wife was walking around with a bikini in there and a criminal comes in, robs your home, and rapes your wife, how would you feel if his friend said, good? I mean, she was walking around in a bikini, you know what I mean? The door was open. You never locked the door. If you didn't want me to be in your house, you would have locked the door, right? How would you feel? Just wondering, how would you feel? So I don't think it's good just even have this attitude that what these people are doing is right. These people are thieves, friends. They're straight thieves. And just to let you know, judges go very hard on scum like that. Very hard. Like that Ari guy, whatever his name is. He tried to prove to the judge, he goes, this is another guy who did one of the big attacks, did like a curve exploit or something. I forgot where it was. I think it was a Mango Finance. He stole like $1 million or a couple of million or whatever. And his excuse was, he said, no, I was using the code as it was intended because the code is law. The judge goes, you know what? I'm throwing that out. You're going to jail, bro. So yes, that doesn't work in court. Now, friends, I want to end with this. It's very, very shocking to me, right? Fascinating. I asked the PulseChain community, in the next bear market, how high do you think our floor will be compared to our floor now? Okay. And I have all these other examples, right? So I have examples here. Okay, this is Monero, and we have like XRP. Do you see how I have the line here showing you the floor? Remember, it's a long time frame. You have Tron had a very nice floor as well. And I wanted to just get a feel for the community. So just to give you an idea, right? So actually, let me show you this post. So EOS, friends, EOS is lower. EOS is abandoned, okay? Litecoin is 2x higher. XRP is 2.5. Tron is 4.7. And Monero is 5x. Ethereum's floor is 10x higher. And Bitcoin is 5. So look at these numbers. 10, 5, 5, 4, 2, 2. And then EOS is lower, all right? Surprisingly, when I asked the PulseChain community, I was expecting you guys to like all be saying higher, higher. But the majority have chosen equal or lower than today. Damn, man. That's apathy. That's depression, man. That's depression. I was like, oh, everyone's really giving up now. That's depression. That's so depressing. Remember, friends, depression is like, yes, you got no hope, right? Well, I'm talking about next bear market, right? After this cycle's done, I'm talking about next bear market. A third of the people, by the way, this was as high as 38% earlier voting. It's literally a third of people think it's going to be lower than today. It's going to be worse than today. Wow. That's, friends, that's a downtrend. You made a lower low, okay? You made a lower low. That's literally a downtrend. So you think we're going to be downtrending for the next 4 years. Oh, man. Hopefully, that's like a key indicator, which is like adds to the 58,000 million, billion, trillion indicators that we've had showing that maybe it's time to go up now. We'll see. And I'll just show the PulseChain chart price here. This is what it would be. Remember, friends, like even just like a 10x, this would be the floor up here, a 10x. So these don't look like much, but this would be like a 2x. This would be day one sack. So yeah, man, if PulseChain is at day one sack in the next bear market floor, then yeah, it's technically higher. But I know you're going to say that's a failure. But hey, man, every other coin in these second cycle stuff, that's what happens. But hopefully we don't have to go through that. Interesting as well from Colin. Colin says, if it's priced in BTC, so if it's BTC ratios, Pulse, PulseX, EHEX, PX Inc. will almost certainly be priced lower. Wow. So he's like, damn, it'll be down in all their BTC and ETH ratios. Man, that is... Hey, you know what? Friends, he's actually right because, look, no, actually, right, you don't know the future, right? But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to manually calculate the Hex chart. Okay, the Hex ETH chart, which is this is Hex versus Ethereum, all right? Hex versus Ethereum, and look at this. Where we are today, we are here. Okay, see, this is Bitcoin halvening year. This was where Bitcoin halvening is, right? So Hex versus Ethereum, from this low, it goes up, what, like 30x? Round trip, so it goes up a 30x, round trips, and then this is the PulseChain, PulseX launch. Now, if it was one coin, friends, if it was just one coin, I think the price would be around here. No, actually, it would be here. Right here, friends. This is where the price was. So what's this line? What's this line that I've just drawn? What I've drawn is, okay, if it was just one coin, Pulse, PulseX, EHEX, PHEX Inc., cram them all, what's the market cap value, right? That's where you would be. So let's look at what it looks like on a regular chart. I mean, yeah, it's still a round trip. So yeah, man, it would still be a round trip now. I mean, like, if you're looking at this floor, wow, that's based off today, friends, based off today. You'd be like, wow, the floor is up 70%. And maybe you have some yield out there. So yeah, that is a round. I mean, you're arguing about peanuts. Yeah, that is a round trip. It could be right, man. It could be right. Now, what I'm going to do is, to finish it off, I'm going to show you the pulse to ETH ratio and what it would look like visually. Here we are right now. So this is the pulse to ETH ratio. So if this repeated, friends, remember, this is a 10x just to get back to the top, right? So if we did what Hex did, remember, Hex did from its low a 30x versus ETH. If this did 30x versus ETH, that's how high it would go. Right up there, okay? It would literally go right up there, whee, like that. And then downtrend back to hit. That's Hex chart right there. That's what Hex did, friends. Literally, that's what Hex did. And it would actually, if you round trip it, you actually back below sacrifice ratio again, which would make sense. I mean, like, look at this where it is. Now, why is it a bit different to Hex? Because Hex had a pump at the start, right? It started at 50 million market cap. We didn't. Okay, we just suffer eternally. It is what it is, right? You've got to accept it. But that's what the price chart would look like. Okay, and then you look at how much would you come back down? 93% again. That's what it would be. But maybe everyone's expecting it. We'll see. And don't just rely on this, man. Friends, don't rely on this. What if this happens? What if it goes up here and then it comes back down? That's also possible. You're holding out for higher, but it just comes back to day one price of the PulseChain launch. So that's what it would look like, right? Doesn't even matter what the chart of the future is going to look like. All that matters is, like, wow, man, a third of people think, oh, well, it's going down. Maybe that's it. We'll see, right? Everything's starting to rotate. We're seeing this Bitcoin and Ethereum moving up. That Bitcoin, friends, that Bitcoin on that weekly chart is nice and green, waiting for these. I mean, like, I've drawn this. Remember, I've just drawn this as a cycle. Just like, this is a front run Donald Trump first 6 months term thing, comes back down. Reality sucks as a recession. Yield curve inversion stuff hurts. They have to print more money printer. We go back up, do this. That's pretty much what that is. I don't know if that's going to happen, but be on the lookout, right? Be on the lookout. Wait, Alt Season Wave 1, Alt Season Wave 2. You are my #1 friend. Make sure you like, subscribe. Catch you in the next one.